So I've been meaning to do a gripper video for a while and go over some of the hand grippers I have. Got my first 2 hand grippers in 2003. Now that doesn't include the little red sporting good gripper that everyone grew up with, which I literally used all through my youth, and it broke eventually. Not meant to do thousands and thousands of reps on, but anyway, these are a much more serious collection of grippers than you'd find at anything at a sporting goods store or anything like that. So I have 13 total. The whole top row, I've closed all of those grippers. The bottom 4 I have not closed, although I've come very close to closing this 172 Massmuster 3 replica. So the grippers I do have, this one right here is the Captain's Crush Guide, which that's not really mine. My wife used that one. It's so easy that it's just nothing. So the guide though is great for someone who maybe they have a hand injury or something like that, or they just want to drive around in their car and mindlessly grip away on something. That would be the guide. Then you have a Captain's Crush 1, which the 1 and the 2 right there, those are my first 2 grippers, and I closed both of them straight away. The first day I had them, I closed them both. And as you see, I do not have a 2.5 because when I bought those, there was no 2.5. So I was just closing the 1 and 2 for a while, and then I ended up buying a 3, which these are kind of in order of how I feel that they're as far as their ratings as well, starting from easiest and working this way. So then you have the 2 right there, and then I have a Heavy Grips 250, which that's a pretty hard Heavy Grip 250. It is harder than a 2, than a Captain's Crush 2. Then the next one I have is a Heavy Grip 300, and there's my original Captain's Crush 3, which I bought not too long after the 1 and the 2, because I was able to do the 2 already right away. So then I got the 3, and I was not able to do the 3 right away. But I worked at it for, I don't know how many months it took me, but I don't know, it might have been about 6 months or so, and then I ended up getting the 3 closed. This rated number 3 is harder for sure than my original 3. I bought that maybe a few years ago, and that one there is rated at 156. So I would guess this one is probably like 149 or something. I don't know, 150. At my strongest, I was able to get that one for 9 reps, whereas this one here I would get for like 5 up to 6 reps. So it's definitely stronger than my unrated 3. Then I have this Silvus Megladon adjustable gripper. It's kind of I don't know if it's not really a novelty gripper, but you can adjust it. I have closed it, and it's not as hard as the next one here, the Tetting Elite, which is rated at 166, which is to date the hardest gripper I've closed. The hardest one that I've actually closed with a credit card set is that 156 Captain's Crush 3. And I have not closed that with a credit card set. It was just a MMS type set. So those are the grippers I've actually closed. Now on to the ones that I have not closed. The Massmuster 3 172 rated gripper. I have that on video getting very, very close. It was right down there to, it was under a 1/4 inch for sure. So that one I've gotten really close on video. Then next is the Heavy Grips 350, and that's actually a really strong 350. That thing is a beast. Next up is the Captain's Crush 3.5, and that is, anyone who knows grippers knows that the next 2 here are just phenomenally, they're world-class grippers. This one here, 3.5, very strong. I've cheat closed it, where I, closed it down and then used the other hand to give it a little extra, but no way with one hand on that one yet. And then this one is just going to be out of reach. There's just no chance. This thing is an animal. My original 4, so I've had that not too long after the 3. I was like, well, might as well buy the 4. And this was before they had the half sizes, so I was like, let's just see how strong that thing is. And there was a no-go. It might as well be a paperweight. So those are all of my grippers, and I think that, you know, hand gripping is an excellent way to increase, you know, your crush performance. It'll help out in the gym. It'll help out in, you know, building your forearms up and just general overall hand health, as long as you don't go nuts on it and hurt yourself. But yeah, that is my collection of grippers.